Atyayatam Abhidravati Mam Isha Sharastapta Yaso Vibho Kamam Dahatu Mam Natha Mame Garbho Nipatyatam
Abhidravati Mamisha Sarastapta Yasho Vibho Kamam Dagattu Mam Nata Mame Garbho Nipatyatam
Abhidravati Mamesha Sarastaptayaso Vibho Kamam Dahatu Mam Natha Mame Garbho Nipatyatam
Abhidravati Mamisha Sharastaptaya So Vibho Kamam Dahatu Mam Natha Mame Garbho Nipatyatam
Abhidravati Mamesha Sarastapta Yasho Vibho Kamam Dahatu Mam Natha Mame Garbho Nipatyatam.
What for meaning? Abhidravati, coming towards. Mam, me. Isha, O Lord. Sharaha, the arrow. Tapta, fury. Ayasaha, iron. Vibho, O great one. Kamam, desire. Dahatu, let it burn. Mam, me. Natha, O protector. Mam, not. Me, my. Garbha, embryo. Nipatyatam, be aborted. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Chanal Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: O my Lord, you are all powerful. A fiery iron arrow is coming towards me fast. My Lord, let it burn me personally if you so desire, but please do not let it burn and abort my embryo. Please do me this favor, my Lord. Please repeat the translation. O my Lord, you are all powerful. A fiery iron arrow is coming towards me fast. My Lord, let it burn me personally if you so desire, but please do not let it burn and abort my embryo. Please do me this favor, my Lord. Purport. This incident took place after the death of Abhimanyu, the husband of Uttara, Abhimanyu's widow. Abhimanyu's widow Uttara should have followed the path of her husband, but because she was pregnant and Maharaj Parikshit, a great devotee of the Lord, was lying in embryo, she was responsible for his protection. The mother of a child has a great responsibility in giving all protection to the child, and therefore Uttara was not ashamed to express this frankly before Lord Krishna. Uttara was a daughter of a great king, the wife of a great hero, and student of a great devotee, and later she was the mother of a good king also. She was fortunate in every respect. Thus ends Bhaktivinoda Prabhu. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Itira. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschate Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So these are words spoken by Uttara to Lord Krishna. So the background is that after the battle of Kurukshetra, so many so many persons were killed on both the sides, the Kauravas and the Pandavas. And the Pandavas, so very few people actually survived from the war. So after the battle was over, the Pandavas and the Kunti Maharani, they go to the bank of the Ganga to deliver the water to the dead relatives. So that is the custom in the Vedic culture, that after the persons in the family have died, is supposed to go to the Ganga, bank of the Ganga, and offer the water to the people who have died. So each of the family members, they poured water, the Ganga, pot full of Ganga water, and they also took bath in the Ganga. So this was the custom which also the Pandavas were following. And the family members were very, very grief-stricken because of so many relatives had died in the war. So to pacify them, Lord Krishna and the Munis, they went and they pacified the relatives who were grieving over the departed souls. And so after that, Krishna, he installed Maharaj Yudhishthira as the emperor. And so he made Yudhishthira perform 3 Ashwamedha sacrifices. So basically it was to glorify Yudhishthira. Lord Krishna, he engaged Yudhishthira to perform the Ashwamedha sacrifices. And so after that, the Lord was preparing to depart to Dwarka. So as he was preparing to go to Dwarka, he was seated on his chariot. So at that time, he saw Uttara approaching him. She was hurrying towards him in fear. So in the previous verse, so Uttara is saying to Krishna that, O Lord of Lords, Lord of the universe, you are the greatest of mystics. Please protect me protect me, for there is no one else who can save me from the clutches of death in this world of duality. And in this verse, Uttara is saying, "O my Lord, you are all powerful. A fiery iron arrow is coming towards me fast. My Lord, let it burn me personally if you so desire, but please do not let it burn and abort my embryo. Please do me this favor, my Lord." So, as you know, Uttara was pregnant and she was carrying Parikshit in her womb. So Prabhupada explaining in the purport that this incident took place after the death of Abhimanyu. Shri Krishna Rukmini Sudama ki jai. So this incident took place after the death of Abhimanyu. So Abhimanyu was the husband of Uttara. So who is Abhimanyu? Anyone knows who is Abhimanyu? He is the son of Arjuna. So Prabhupada is explaining, Abhimanyu widow Uttara should have followed the path of her husband. But because she was pregnant and Parikshit Maharaj, a great devotee of the Lord, was lying in embryo, she was responsible for his protection. The mother of a child has great responsibility in giving all protection to the child. And therefore, Uttara was not ashamed to express this frankly before Lord Krishna. So as you know, Abhimanyu was killed in the battle very unfairly, by unfair means. He was killed by seven very great warriors. So Abhimanyu was a Maharathi. He was capable of killing thousands of soldiers at one time. But he was surrounded by very great warriors like Bhishma, Drona, and Ashwatthama, and Kripacharya. So like this, they all surrounded him and they killed him. So it was not fairly done. So, but Abhimanyu was a very great, valiant fighter. So Uttara, so Prabhupada is explaining that Uttara should have followed the path of her husband. Means in the olden days, the wife, the chaste wife of a husband, she used to enter into the fire. When the husband is burnt in the funeral pyre, the wife also used to enter into the fire. That is called sati. But since Uttara was carrying the son of Abhimanyu in her womb, she did not follow the path of her husband, because it was a responsibility to protect the child who was in the womb. So the child in the womb was the last descendant of the dynasty of Kurus. So this weapon was released by Ashwatthama. this fiery iron arrow, which Uttara is saying, is coming towards me fast. So this was actually released by Ashwatthama. So as you know, Ashwatthama, he was the son of Dronacharya. And even though he was a son of such a great Brahmana, he had no good qualifications. So that's why he's addressed as Brahma Bandhu, Dvija Bandhu. Dvija Bandhu means he's born in a Brahmana's family, but he has no qualifications of a Brahmana. So Ashwatthama, earlier also he had done the same act of releasing a Brahmastra to save himself from the wrath of Arjuna. So as after the war ended, so Duryodhana was very badly beaten and injured, and his back was broken. And so Ashwatthama was fighting on the side of Duryodhana. So to please Duryodhana, he killed the 5 sons of the Pandavas. That too when they were sleeping. And so Arjuna, when he heard about this fact, he got very angry and he immediately was approaching Ashwatthama to kill him. So Ashwatthama, he started running away in fear of his death. So to save himself, to save his life, he released this Brahmastra weapon. So actually Ashwatthama had no proper knowledge of the Brahmastra. He only had learnt how to release it, but he had not learned how to counteract it. So this Brahmastra weapon is it's not an ordinary weapon. It's not just an ordinary weapon. It can destroy the entire universe. So since Ashwatthama was foolish, he released it and he did not realize the consequences of that act. And so Lord Krishna, he asked Arjuna to again counteract that Brahmastra by releasing another Brahmastra. So Arjuna, he released another Brahmastra and he destroyed that Brahmastra. So he saved the whole world from destruction. So this is the second time Ashwatthama is doing this heinous act of releasing a Brahmastra, this time to kill the son of Uttara. So Abhimanyu thought that by doing this act, he will please Duryodhana. Even previously also he had done this, but Duryodhana had not approved of this. So the So it was very important to save the child. So the main purpose of saving the child, one is because to save the to protect the dynasty, and second is the son actually is he son is the one who can deliver the family. So son is called putra. Putra means the putra means he is the one who can deliver their fathers and forefathers from going to hell. So it is mentioned that putra pinda prayojanam. So the son is supposed to offer the pinda to the forefathers. So if the forefathers or fathers after death, if they don't get a material body in the next life, suppose they get a ghost body, or if they are very sinful, they might go to hell. So in order to protect them, the son offers does the pinda, offering of pinda. So this Shraddha ceremony is done mainly for this purpose, to deliver the forefathers from going to hell. So Vishnu Prasad is offered to the forefathers. In that way, they can save them for their future lives. So this is the Vedic culture. And unfortunately, in the today's age, no one is bothered about these rituals. In the modern age, the mother is is ready to kill her child in the womb by doing abortion. So these practices are no more followed in today's age, because people are not following the religious principles. So practically everyone is actually, they are not aware about the sinful life, about the consequences of their actions in this life. So karma, they have to suffer the reactions of karma. But people in today's age, they don't understand and they don't value it. So Uttara, she was a very responsible mother, and so she prayed to Lord Krishna to save her, to protect her. She was not interested in her own protection. She wanted to save her child. So in Bhagavad Gita also, Arjuna argued that if the so Arjuna argues that if the family members are killed, then all the traditions will be lost, and that will give rise to unwanted population, Varna Shankara. So Arjuna says in the Bhagavad Gita that with the destruction of dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligious practice. When irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the women of the family become corrupt. And from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny. When there is increase of unwanted population, a hellish situation is created both for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. In such corrupt families, there is no offering of oblations of food and water to the ancestors. So due to the evil deeds of the destroyers of family tradition, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those who destroy family traditions dwell always in hell. So this is the Arjuna is aware about the consequences of not following the principles. So Uttara she was the daughter of a great king. Uttara is a daughter of Virata. So Virata was a great king, and when the Pandavas were in exile, 12 years they were in exile, and 13th year they were in hiding in incognito. So that time he had given protection to the Pandavas to stay in their palace. Actually, that time Virata also did not know that the Pandavas were staying in his palace. They had disguised themselves. So, like Arjuna, he had disguised himself as a eunuch, and he came as a dance teacher. So he taught Uttara how to dance. And Virata had two children, one son and one daughter. So the son's name was Uttar, and the daughter's name was Uttara. So Arjuna at that time, he also gave protection to Virata's kingdom, because there was one personality who was killed. His name was Kichaka, and he was a very powerful person. So at that time, Duryodhana, when he heard about this, so he thought that maybe these Pandavas are hiding in the Virata's palace, because no one can kill such a powerful personality as Kichaka. So he had attacked the Virata's kingdom. all the great warriors of the Kauravas, they had come and attacked the Virata's kingdom. So Arjuna was still in disguise. And he became a charioteer of the son of Virata, Uttar. And with the Uttar in the front, he actually he fought with all the great warriors like Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and he defeated them. So powerful was Arjuna. And then later on, after the 12 years, 13 years were over, when Virata came to know that it was Arjuna who was in there, hiding in their palace as a dance teacher. So Virata said, Arjuna, you please marry my daughter Uttara. So Arjuna said that she is my student. So how can I marry her? She is like my daughter. So you can marry her to my son Abhimanyu. So in this way, Abhimanyu was married to Uttara. So Prabhupada saying that she was fortunate in every respect. She was the wife of a great hero, that is Abhimanyu, and she was a student of a great devotee, that is Arjuna, and later on she was a mother of a good king, so that is Parikshit Maharaj. So in every way she was fortunate. So I'll stop here. Kantraj Srimad-Bhagavatam ki jai, Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.